complicated, you know, man. It's like a damn Rubik's Cube, man. You like talking about that blue, red, man, then you get to one side and like, man, messed up.
Movie Bob, and welcome to the show.
Well, hello there, Jay. Great pleasure to finally meet my biggest fan.
Yeah, I believe I speak for all my audience when I say this has been a very anticipated showdown.
You know, ordinarily I wouldn't waste my time with a troglodyte like yourself,
Oh,
but
boy.
what the fuck? Why not?
Yeah, so maybe we should start with why we're here today.
Yeah, I get a DM in my Twitter from you, obviously, about wanting to go see Barbie together. I didn't know how to reply, but then you promised free booze, and I figured that's a great way to spend my weekend.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helped with...
dealing with a literal retard from Virginia I'm talking to right now.
Well, Bob, I am your biggest fan.
Yeah, okay. Now let's get this over with.
Barbie, the movie.
Barbie! What did you think about this pink fast?
I found the film admirable, and of course, I completely agreed with Ken's point of view
about how cool it is to be a Nazi plastic soda boy. I was worried I was going to have to deal with this shit that only 12-year-old boys are into. And sure enough, Jay, you open with a real original banger.
Well, okay. Let's hear your point of view,
Well,
Bob.
I think you're obviously looking over the clear feminist deconstruction of the male gaze.
Well, elaborate by all means, please.
Barbie is an icon of 1950s domesticated woman. In the stereotypical story, she would bow to Ken's ultra-toxic masculinity by getting married and doping out on antidepressants. But this Barbie proudly leaves their kitchen and goes out into the world by coming to California, where the female person is free. She boldly leaves Ken and explores interracial coupling and the joy of having her own income. And then Ken starts coping and seething with his single songs, where him and his Nazi friends sing about male liberation.
Well, you know, Bob, I'm married, and I still liked Ken's song about being just Ken.
Total incel trash, a dog whistle for man babies like you.
But Ken does eventually recognize how good he is as just Ken, and then comes back to Barbie, remember?
Typically red stater perspective. I'm a seasoned movie critic and media reviewer. I talk with James Gunn and Anita Sarkeesian. We all know what kind of relationship that is. It's not a relationship. It's a situationship. Ken is dependent on women because deep down inside, like all fascists, he hates himself. He's a simp for Barbie's new independence.
I think that Barbie was merely sampling the forbidden fruit, and that ultimately she finds her femininity with Ken, just as Ken finds his new Kenness to share with Barbie. It's a great love story.
Oh, bullshit, Jay. Enough with that incel shit. Ken is just a goose-stepping Nazi, and all those singles he does with his mulatto friends merely reinforces his white privilege over his friends. Just look at those dance moves. They're full of frog Twitter symbols and handshakes, dog whistles all the way through. Barbie is lucky to get out of that toxic relationship for a while, and it's clear she's not going to tolerate Ken's dangerous behavior much longer.
Baba, I have to ask, have you ever been in a relationship?
What kind of question is that? Are you clown piling on with those Twitter frogs angry I posted a photo with Lindsay?
I'm just saying, maybe you relate to Ken more than you know?
You don't know nothing, Jay, and just like your Twitter followers, you have to accuse your enemy with these childish incel insults. You people are just sexless frustrados, standing in the way of the progressive post-white future Barbie was after, very arrogant, and backs up why we need a post-masculinity future with women in charge. Unlike what you losers are saying about this movie, it belongs to us, not you.
Bob, I don't think you understand the... Oh, sorry, dropped my water. As I was saying, I don't think you understand the irony of your statement about Barbie belonging to you.
That was God telling you I'm right, and Nazis are wrong, Jay.
I really don't think Ken is a Nazi, Bob. I think he simply expresses the zeitgeist men feel under in this womanly age.
Oh, bull, Jay. When it comes to Barbie, we cannot deny its massive cultural impact on forming the young female mind. Barbie has been an iconic doll for generations, inspiring countless girls to dream big and envision themselves. This movie adaptation questions those cultural reinforcements by promoting empowerment, diversity, and gender equality. It's a stepping stone towards more inclusive media representation, giving young girls role models to look up to. Ken is the antagonist to this, wanting Barbie to return to their little oppressive duo. He doesn't even know who he is without her. A typical incel dreamer. Rape is on his mind from scene one.
Rape? Come on, Bob. That's a little extreme, isn't it?
No, Jay, we can't erase Barbie's heteronormative history, reinforcing this make-believe woman. And I should say, woman, by all accounts from Twitter, and she does a great job of showing what woman should be.
Should be or could be, Bob?
Could be fine. If you want your wife to be your little plaything, I'm sure that's exactly what Trump voters like you would want.
Well, Bob, I think that's all the time we have for now. And as your biggest fan, let me give you ample time to tell viewers where they can find you.
Ending it already, Jay? Why am I not surprised? Sure, your troglodyte fan base can find me on YouTube under the name Movie Bob and on Twitter too. Maybe they can learn to be a normal man watching me for a bit. Lose some of that red state stupidity. And thank you for the free booze. It was nice coming from my biggest fan. Huh?
Thanks, Bob, and I'm sure we'll speak again.
Not without a much bigger bottle, Jay.
And to everyone at home, remember, keep your head up. The lie can't last forever. Good night.